You go to builtwith.com and then you enter in a website. Let's just go to my website. Why not? nickponte.com. You're going to see a lot of information that it automatically comes back with. So some of that information. Hey everybody, this is Nick Ponte, and in this video I'm going to share with you a super helpful tip for anybody that is looking to bring on a new client into their side hustle or their online agency. For those of you that don't know, I have a local marketing agency here in the island of Maui, and we help local businesses with their online marketing. This could be websites, run ads, social media, stuff like that. And whenever we're looking to bring on new clients, we do a number of things to help us be successful with bringing on new clients. And usually we always do a little bit of background research on the people that we are looking to bring on. It helps us to bring in a sale. It helps us to identify which businesses need our help the most. So that's exactly what this video is about. I have in my other screen queued up right here one of my favorite tools that I use almost every single day, people on my team use every single day, and I teach all of them how to use this tool effectively in order to stack the deck in our favor, right? Because it's really important to do your research on your potential clients. And sometimes you just do research to find your next potential client. And that's exactly what this tool allows you to do. So in this video, I'm going to share with you that tool, how I use it, and if you appreciate it, of course, me sharing that information with you, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and let me know in the comments below that you've subscribed so I can welcome you to the channel. I try to welcome every single person that lets me know in the comments below that it's their first time here on the channel. So let's jump over to this magic tool here. So it's called Built With, and it's free, by the way. If you go to builtwith.com, you can access this site. So what this site is it's a way for you to look under the hood of another business's website. So for me, I used to work on cars for a living, so I love that term, right? Look under the hood, because anytime a new car comes into the shop, the first thing we have to do in order to diagnose or figure out the problem is we have to look under the hood, right? If a car is overheating, well, we have to open the hood and look at the radiator and see if there's coolant, and look at the thermostat and see if there's any, steam coming from anywhere or anything like that. So we have to diagnose it, right? So Built With allows us to look under the hood of websites. For me, I do a lot of work on WordPress websites. I do a lot of edits on WordPress websites, and I build a lot of WordPress websites. Give me a shout out in the comments if you do any kind of WordPress work for your clients right now. And we don't only do WordPress, but in order to find out if a client or a prospect is working with WordPress, we have to look under the hood of the website, right? Maybe you will find yourself in the situation where a client is asking you like, hey, can you help me with my website? And let's say you only know how to work in WordPress. Well, then it would be very important for you to be able to do some research and figure out if maybe this website is Shopify and you have no idea how to use Shopify. Well, you need to look under the hood and see if it's a Shopify website. So you would use Built With to do that. And I'm gonna show you exactly how to use it. I'm gonna give you some more instances of when and why you should use it though. Let's say that you are looking to grow your business and you need to bring in some help. Like maybe you hire an outsourcer or a developer to help you work on websites, and that developer is very familiar with only a few frameworks. Maybe he does Shopify. Maybe he does, I think GoDaddy has one called like BigCommerce or something like that. Maybe he only knows those frameworks. Well, again, if you're looking for potential opportunities to help people online, like let's say you're doing some prospecting and you're looking for a new roofer for a client. Maybe you like roofers, they're a great industry to go after, and you've identified that you want to help roofers because you know that typically roofers have crappy websites, which is true. Well, then you would want to figure out the framework of your prospects for your new team member to be able to work in. So let me know if that all made sense in the comments below. I know you guys are gonna love this tool. So let's do some quick searches. So basically, you go to builtwith.com and then you enter in a website. So I am going to enter in, let's just go to my website. Why not? nickponte.com, right? I'll go to my website and I will look it up. Now, you're going to see a lot of information that it automatically comes back with. So some of that information, and I'm going to relay this to you. Some of this might be over your head. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then do a little research, because these line items that Built With gives you is all really important for you to know with respect to bringing on clients, knowing the lingo of development and digital marketing. Like if you don't know what Google Analytics is, for example, then you should do a Google search right now and look up Google Analytics, because it allows you, a website owner and maybe a business website owner, to put a little tag on that site and then see how much traffic you're getting to that website. Like, you ever wonder how much traffic, how many people every single day are coming to your website? And for business owners, this is a really important metric, right? Especially if you're helping them with advertising or search engine optimization. If they don't have Google Analytics installed, then you can't really tell them, hey, last month you had 20 people come to your website and we did some work, and now this month you have 500 people that came to your website. Do you see that? We were able to bring in more people for your business with our work, and you got a return on that investment with us. So that's very important, right? People need Google Analytics. So if you're looking for a business and they don't even have Google Analytics installed on their website, that might be something that you could reach out to them and say, hey, you don't have this very, very base level tool that's free. Google Analytics is free, installed in your site to help you calculate where people are coming from that are visiting your site, how long they stay on your site, what pages they go to, and what pages they leave. Like maybe there's a specific page of a website that is causing people to get confused and leave. Well, as a business owner, wouldn't you want to figure out what that page is and do something about it so people actually stay? So Google Analytics, great foot in the door, right? Like pointing that out to a business owner or somebody that maybe called you and asked you if you could help them, like having that little bit of information could be a great golden nugget you could give them, and also an opportunity for you to demonstrate your value and an expert. I mean, you don't have to be an expert to know that Google Analytics is important, and I'm going off on a Google Analytics tangent right here, but you just need to know a little bit about it, right? And business owners, trust me, most of them don't even know about Google Analytics. So same thing goes with the Facebook Pixel. The Facebook Pixel is a way for you, again, Google search Facebook Pixel if you want a little more info on this, but basically if I have a Facebook Pixel installed on my site, I am then able to show my advertising to people later on at a later date on Facebook. Have you ever done a search on Amazon? Because I'm sure you know what retargeting is. You might not know the term retargeting, but it all starts with a pixel. And a pixel can be very powerful for businesses and very profitable for businesses if they have installed on their website. Have you ever gone to Amazon and looked for a microphone or a pair of shoes or a watch, and then been on Facebook later on, maybe a week or maybe 24 hours later, saw the exact same microphone showing in an ad for you on Facebook or on Instagram? That's called retargeting. And the way that happens is you have a pixel installed on your website, and you're able to track people that have been to your website and show them ads later on social media. Again, you can see how powerful this would be for anyone trying to sell their products and services online, because if somebody goes to your website and they're interested, and however they got there, right? They could have got there because they saw your business card somewhere, or they got an email, or somebody made a referral. But if they've been on your website, then they've basically identified themselves as being interested in your products and services. And those are the type of people that you want to show your ads to, because they are easier to convert. They've already shown interest. So again, this is another great piece of information that you wouldn't really normally know unless you ran a site through something like Built With, a tool like Built With, to tell you that a Facebook Pixel is or isn't installed. Again, you can go to the business owner that you're looking to prospect, or maybe existing clients. This is another, huge golden nugget right here. If you have an existing client, go put them through this tool. Find out if they have analytics. Find out if they have a Facebook Pixel. What their site is using and not using, and say, hey, you know that you're missing out on these opportunities. I can set you up with that, and maybe you can get paid a fee to do that. That's what digital marketing is all about, and you need to leverage tools like Built With to help you do that. So another metric, usually the most important metric for me, is to find out whether a website is WordPress or, Magento or some other framework, because I always want to know what type of framework a website is built on, because I'm very fluent in WordPress, and I strongly believe that WordPress is one of the best frameworks to build a website in if you are going to try to rank them in Google search. So my agency does a lot of search engine optimization. So if you don't know what that is, you can go ahead and look that up too. But basically, it is the process of bringing somebody's website up to the top of Google for specific search terms. So if somebody were to search Maui website design, hopefully my business would show up at the top. I think right now I'm at 2 or 3, which has been fluctuating over the last couple of days because Google put on a recent algorithm update. So we're kind of battling for the first position again, but that's what SEO is. And businesses pay us to rank them higher because the person in the number 1 spot gets most of the traffic, most of the customers. So if I'm going to be doing SEO for somebody, one of the first things I want to do is I want to figure out what kind of framework their website is. I want to figure out if they're using WordPress or if they're using something like Wix, right? Wix isn't a very SEO friendly framework. And when I'm talking to prospects, I ask them, what kind of website do you have? And if they say Wix, or maybe they say they don't know because they didn't build their website, but if they say Wix, then I will pretty much give them the analogy of hey, if you're in a competitive market, your website right now is basically the Toyota Tercel when you're going to the racetrack, right? Your competitor has a Ferrari, they have a WordPress website, they have more sophisticated technology that is allowing them to rank higher in search engines, which is why you were at the bottom and they're at the top. They're using a more competitive, more robust framework. And if you want, we can build you a WordPress website. Again, that's an opportunity for us to get paid. And then once we build that website, we can do some search engine optimization for you and likely be in the ring with your more competitive competition and compete with them. So again, it's an opportunity for us to point out the things that we could help them with and get paid in that process. So this tool is really helpful for that. And if you find somebody that is using a WordPress website, you can also see all of the plugins installed on their site, which is also really helpful to do. If you don't know what plugins are, you should Google search WordPress plugins, and that'll give you more information about that. But basically, they're little apps that you can add to your website functionality to make things easier. And at the end of the day, this tool, what I would recommend for you to do if you're watching this video is to go to this tool and put in your own website. Put in some of your past clients or some of your existing clients. Get comfortable using this tool, because when you are familiar with how to use this, you can leverage it to find out what your customers are doing or prospects are doing and figure out how to help them even more and get paid in the process. So if you got anything out of this video at all, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Aloha.